talk about what Karela Blasters need to do to get to the top four and what your manager needs to do as a fellow coach myself, what I think he needs to do. I want to talk about the game you had against Karela United. Boys, against Karela United, or whatever that team is called. What is up, 3D? I went to watch the match thinking I was going to watch something that I never watched last year. I went to watch the match because everyone was like, you got to watch this match. It was a Saturday. And then all of a sudden, I was really stunned to see what I was watching. Like, to be honest with you, it's not normal that you watch a very good team and then a team that's not so good in Karela United, or is not supposed to be on the same level as Karela Blasters, obviously. And I was super shocked. So let me just pull up something here. I am looking at your new player, Adrian Luna, right? And like, I like to go into stats. So let's look at Adrian Luna. I don't know if it's 20. They on the website it says it was 2020, 2021. So he played 24 games. He had 1,720 minutes, which is amazing. He starts 18 times out of 24, which is really good. Obviously, he's a starter. The issue I've got with Adrian is that he's apparently your attacking midfielder. Now, he's only scored 3 goals for this particular team. For Melbourne City, the city that I'm in, he only scored 3 goals. Now, that's... I did say that you want somebody that came from a top league, but 3 goals is just not good enough. Like, you need someone who could just dominates leagues. Now, okay, I think he's got, so minutes per goal, he scores 1 goal every 573 minutes. And then he has 14 shots on target. Shooting accuracy is 51.95. Successful crosses 8. Crossing accuracy. He assisted 4, which is, I mean, in the end of the day, he led to 7 goals, which is 4 assists and 3 penalties, right? What is up, S1? Today I'm just going on, this is a chilled environment. We're not going too crazy. And I'm looking at, like, you know, in this hour, we're looking at what Karela Blasters need to do enable for them to get the top 4. That's what I'm here for. Like, let's break it down. Chill vibes, relaxed. You can go and listen to other people who are screaming in to the top of their voice and everything is panic. And, you know, everything is panic. Everything is panic. But, like, okay, so he played 24 games. Of 24 games, the good news is he did lead to 7 goals, which is like 1 in 3 games in a top league. He led to 7 goals. So that ain't bad. So I would think that like maybe 1 in 2 games he would lead to a goal. Either score a goal himself, or he would good to see you, Nick R. So my name's Coach Technique. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm not going yet, but say, you know, anybody who doesn't know me, subscribe. And I do this every day. So today's a chill environment. So I'm looking at your boy, Adrian Luna. His distribution, he made 803 successful passes, passing accuracy of 82%. His passing accuracy in opponent's half, which is very good, which means he keeps the ball a lot. 76%, this guy. And he's not a big dribbler, so his successful dribbles is 14. I mean, so in 24 games, he's not going to be a Neymar, right? Because he dribbles less than one dribble per game. So he's a passer. And the issue is that you want him to come into your team. I think the person you need is someone you can give the ball to, right? Someone that you guys, blasters, the Indian players can give the ball to. And then from there, like, he does something. And Adrian Luna, he looks like the player that, completes the team. As in, you have a very good team and he comes in and he starts spraying passes left, right, and center. And then, you need these players. Obviously, no one's saying that you don't need the players. But that, if I had a team that came second or third from bottom in a league, like, it's all nice to have the guy who can, like, Ozil type player who can dribble and who can pass the ball a lot. But you need someone. I have someone in my youth team, like 2 players actually, who, when you need to score, they'll get the ball and they're going to do something with. The issue is that you had a team that struggled, right? You just did. It's a fact. You just can't hide from it. You're going to have a player who can play amazing, and then he's not going to have anyone to pass to that can do amazing stuff. We're going to go on to the game against the Blasters game the other day where I watched it. So in seeing his stats, I mean, he seems like a very good player. He doesn't score as much as if I was on the Blasters board, giving insights to who I want someone to get the game. ATK MB had qualifier AFC into zone. Coach, please tell it on the news. I'll have to watch the match. I tried to watch it today, and then like something happened. So I mean, I could watch like the game after the Blasters thing, and then we could watch together. But I'm talking about Blasters now. So I watched the match. Yeah, let's go into the match bit. I watched the match, and to be honest with you, I'll be honest, yeah. It was pretty terrible. Like, if I was on the touchline, I would be very angry, like, of the players. I mean, it's not... I think that in my opinion, it didn't look like Luna is also Melbourne key player last season. Yeah, exactly, Devin. He is a key player. But the issue with... I told you last year, if you watched my one when I told you about Hooper, I said what Hooper would be. I said it. I can't get that game, I don't think. Maybe. But I told you what Hooper would be. And he'd be an excellent striker, but he's not going to chase down the balls, and you need to give him service. Now, the issue is you have someone that can give service in Adrian Luna. But Adrian Luna, but he now has to be able to maneuver and give the ball to other people. And like, I'm struggling that who can he give the ball to? You need 2 of those players. You need one to set up for someone to score the goal. I don't know who you're going to have. Sahal needs to really improve. So the game was too slow, and your coach didn't react fast enough. When he did react in the second half, Luna is a good attacking player. I'm not saying that he's not a good attacking player. My issue with Luna is that the picking of Luna is that when you come lower end of the table, it is not the ability to play better. You need to try to win games, right? You need to find ways to win the match. And I'm not sure that your issue is trying to play beautifully. That's not... At times, you are playing very well. Your issue is scoring lots of goals. And that's where I I don't know who your other striker is meant to be. I don't know who you are, but I think that he will play well. It's just that he may get frustrated if he can't give the ball to someone, because he does score every 573 minutes. He does score in Australia. KBFC need to do something out the box to get out the top four. You know, this is what I would do for Blasters to get to the top four. Firstly, I would make sure that I would play direct football, and I would I would stop all that passing from side to side rubbish. I would try to hit people on the break, and I would flood people's boxes. When you're attacking, you need to put people inside that box. Every time I see Kerala Blasters attack, it's you're attacking with two. You need to attack with more players, and you need to be more assertive in games. You're not feisty enough. You do play good football at times. What's up, KBFC? Good to see you. Talking about today what I would do. So let's do top 10, okay? So number 1, I would make sure that what is the best part of you? So the best part is his passing. He can pass. He's got an average rating of 74% retaining the ball, passing accuracy, 76.2% when he's in the opponent's half, which is like crazy amazing. Like, so every 10 passes he makes, he actually holds the ball and successfully passes the ball 7.6 times out of. So every 100 times he passes the ball, he it's a successful pass 76 times. That is nuts. That's pretty good. And 82% retaining rate at all times, which means out of 100, 82 times he would keep the ball, which is what you need. 1 second. We think we should wait for Cup. FC. What is Jerome Cup? Don't worry about this cup. Don't worry. I know it's very important, but what you want is I'm not a Mumbai fan. So, number 1, you need to be more aggressive. Your players need to be more aggressive. Number 2, you need to get the best of Sahal. If Sahal's playing next season, this is it. That's it for you guys. So he needs to have his own coach within the coaching environment where they can explain to him what to do. That is, yes, it's true, 3D Studio, he has been overrated, but he's still got ability. He needs to be able to shoot. You need to get the best out of him. He can do it. He just needs the correct. Raul is a beast. Raul is a beast player. I'm telling you that now. He's quick. He's fast. He's got that lightning pace. He's got lightning. He's got that ability to think very quickly. Do you think Luna is better than this? Yeah, I do think Luna's better than. I think Luna's better than signing of Murray and Hooper. I do think so, because you're moving in the right direction. Is you need players to be able to play in a way that can affect your team to try to win. Like, it's not even like affect your team. It's like you need to make a plan. Okay, so like next year I will be, whatever team I have, we start from fresh. Okay, you can't make the same plan for every team. So if I'm in the same team or if I'm going to a new team, I have to make a plan, and the team needs to, make sure that they stick to the plan. And this is what's crazy. This is why your manager is super important, because the players are one thing, but the plan is another thing. If you have good players and somebody with a bad plan based on the players or his strategy or his philosophy, and they got screwed. And this is the reason why Blasters has been finishing low low in the in ISL for a long time. This is the reason, because you've only got 10 teams. So to finish top 4, in my opinion, it's doable. It's 100% doable. That's number 7. Your team has to believe that they can do it and not just say they can do it. They need to understand that the teams in the league aren't that good and stop giving them so much respect. So number 8 was be very aggressive, and number 7 is believe. And all this business, what people saying, oh, we need to build a team. Listen, guys, I don't know where you live. I don't know what you're thinking. You're watching Premier League, and it's not about that. You cannot build teams properly in your league because your managers change so often. It's just how it is. Because of your geographic, and people use you as a stepping stone to go to other countries, and so there's so much parts of your club that moves and changes so often. It is very, very hard for you, unless you get like a core of 4 or 5 new Indian players and you can keep them. That's the strategy. Like if you want to have a good team for 5 years, but the issue is if you make someone like a bit better than the like Sahal or something like this, they will go. They'll go and they'll get bought by other teams, and that's basically what you see other ISL teams do. They've been buying up the good. That's how like this isn't that how like Mumbai City did it. They started buying up everyone. So you can't just say oh, we're just gonna build. Building is not the way. You have to come up with a plan for the season coming, and you've got to do it. When I watch Kerala Blasters against Kerala United, it is the worst football I've seen from a professional team in God knows how long. Now, the thing is, the other team played a little bit more freer because they had nothing to lose. But your team did look the more professional team, but it was too slow. I watched the highlights and I'm thinking, wait a minute, did I watch a wrong game? Because the Kerala Blasters highlights actually showed Kerala Blasters playing well, but in 2 minutes out of 90 minutes, it didn't show the correct thing. Good to see you, KLD. We're talking about the Blasters. I'm on number 7 out of 8 of what I would do to get you to top 4. So number 7 is believe. And then everyone have to believe in every game. So if you believe you can get there, you have to believe you can beat every team. And then your strategy needs to be, as a coach, I would come up with a strategy, like a base strategy that is able to be effective in every game, which means if when you attack, you're able to score. When you have to defend, you're able to defend against the best teams. When you defend, you're very flat-footed. Everybody looks at the other player in Blasters and say, it's your job. No, if you look at like top teams, especially in like the top leagues, when you defend, everyone's going nuts. Everyone knows their job. When you're defending, as a player moves, you have to meet the player. You have to try to put him off. You have to try to make him pass sideways or backwards. And when I see Blasters players, like I did my job, now it's his turn to do his job. And it's just a casual approach to everything. When you are playing, you really, really need to get the players to play under one brain. So, for instance, with me, I tell my team when we're defending, we all do this. When we're attacking, we all do this. When we lose the ball, we all do this. So basically, it's those 3 things. So what I'll do is number 6 is I'll have a game plan that if you point every single player, even the youth team that comes for like 1 or 2 days, they will understand simple rules. You know? Number 5, use the best player. Pass to the best player as often as you can. This league, ISL, they don't, like in the end of the day, it's not about playing beautifully. if you have a very good player in Nicholas Adrian Luna, right? You need to use him. Stick him in the middle, high up the pitch. When you get the ball, pass to him, support him. So that's very important. You can't like take a player that has won the A-League and just like use him as part of your team. You need to have him as a focus. When the issue last year is I didn't see a focus. You know, you see it in Liverpool. Mane, Salah, they're the focus. Yes, they're not yet. Not yet. 3 years. 3 years. I am a youth coach and I'm studying to be it so I can be a proper. I can do well. You have a focal point of attack, and your players need to be that good that they like it doesn't matter who's defending against them in your league. That's how it's going to be, and you're going to go through there and you're going to support. And you have good attack. You have Luna. You have if Sahal. Like if I was coaching Sahal, like as a like assistant, I'll help him. Like, listen, you need to hit the ball hard. You need to get into good spaces. You need to be able to be aware. The problem with Sahal, he doesn't believe, he doesn't trust anyone. This is my opinion. When I watch him, I see him like, he doesn't trust, like he has the ball and he doesn't want to pass. He wants to like hold the ball for as long as possible. And that's come with trust. And hopefully with Adrian Luna, you can understand that when Adrian Luna asks for the ball, Sahal should pass and run into the space. Well, I don't know. Like I am living my dream. I'm doing what I want to do, and living where I want to live. And we'll see what the future holds. You can't like I believe one thing, guys. You are, apart from being very unlucky with health and stuff for people, you are where you are, or in your country where you know when you're older. If I was, I'm on the journey. I cannot just like skip steps, and when I get to the point where I have my pro license, we'll see. And there will be coach techniques, that version judging me. In the end of the day, they will be judging me, and I want you to judge me. And when I'm doing my vlog for next year's team, and you can watch it, if my team is supposed to be bottom and we are mid-table, that's great. If my team is mid-table and they're meant to be top, you can say, Coach Technique, you're just not doing very well this year. It is what it is. So number 4 in what Carrera Blasters need to do to win is they need to get fitter. I don't know who your fitness coach is, but last year it looked like you need to put a lot of pressure on teams. So you need to run. You need to run a lot. If I was Blasters, okay, you can't win every game, but what you can do is you can be a team that has the most energy and is in the top 3 teams that run. I was watching something where Antonio from West Ham, he was like, well, when we improved and we're now, winning 2 games in the Premier League because they changed, they were like near the bottom of the team of how much they should run. Sorry, KLD Mystique, my question is bad. Maybe I don't have knowledge, but I want to ask you, do you think the ground is different? Players movement. Players. No, the ground is even for both teams. You can't blame the ground. That was it. They even had the water sprinkler there. So, boys, to be honest with you, yeah, even like thinking about you getting top 4 is tough. I just think that like what I saw the other day is just, it's really bad. And I hope that it's true. It's true. Look, it's really like, and that's good though. It's good. Like if you know if you know how bad your team is, I think it's easier because you know you have to change. So the first, actually, screw all those top tens. The first thing I would do is I'll get the team as fit as possible. As fit, they've got to be the fittest team in ISL. Like, okay, you can't make them be the most skillful because it's very hard to do that. So let them run. Make sure that Mourinho says you have to. If you make a mistake, you can make up for effort, and that's what you have to do. You have to run. You have to make sure that you're number one on the stats in ISL next year of running. If you and that by itself will automatically make you minimum mid-table in your league. I know it's very hot, but it's something that you have to get used to. I would be aggressive. I would be going on the front foot. I would be closing people down. I'll be hunting in packs. I'll be using Adrian Luna as much as I can. I'll be playing forward a lot. Yeah, perfect for Raul. So I love the front, them to, maybe playing with lots of false nines. not my energy drink. And I think your coach has a lot, bro. It's your coach is under it. Your coach has a lot to do. Do I think he's worse than the other coach? From what I see, I think he's worse. 100% but he can't be that much worse. So I think that I predict that you will finish higher than where you were last year. You have to finish. You just have to finish higher. Last year was terrible. I didn't want to waste my year. That was absolutely bad. Yeah, I know. But you need coaches like me who believe in coaches. You have to, who believe in skills. There's not a lot of coaches that believe in skills. Nobody knows this, right? And only if you're 10 years old do you know this is a fact. Adults can learn skills like Neymar. Obviously not Neymar level, but adults can learn skills at a very good level. But no coach above 18 years old wants to do those things. Like proper skills. And when I was doing my football course in England, my level 2 football course in England, they were saying, what's the difference between skills and technique? And I was telling them, because I'm from the streets, right? So I was saying the difference between skills and technique, I don't care what they say, but skills is you go on the pitch and you boss man up. That's what it is. You destroy people with taking the piss out of people. Yeah? That's what skills is. And they were like, no. And then they were telling me the book sense of the skills. And that's the issue with all these coaches. I'm telling you. Like, I coach, right? And then, like, I'll have a player and we'll practice skills all day. Yeah? I'm the head coach. And they're trying to nutmeg people in people's boxes. And I'm going, and everyone's like, oh, why are you doing that? No. This is what makes you stand out. One of my best friends told me before I even coached. He said, do you know why Brazil used to win every World Cup? Is because they can do, man. They can skill you up, which means you look silly. And that's the problem with a lot of book people. When you have coaches that are so old-fashioned or think in a certain way, yeah, you're going to get these dead coaches. You're going to get coaches that pass, long ball, which is not, no, I want pass to man on the wing. Man in the wing ducks down the wing, and when someone comes, step over, duck inside, drags the other player, passes it to that player. That guy does a sidestep, crosses it, nutmeg someone. But this is not the coaches you got. The coaches you have is pass the ball to the guy in the front. The guy in the front holds up the ball and then passes it to another guy who looks over and passes it to that guy. And if you see any space, you pass it there and then you shoot. This is the difference. For me, if you look at like PSG, they have all the skillful players. So why is it all the average teams? Like, passing is a key essential in football. 100%. Man City do it all day long. But if you want to be the best team, you must have one of the skillful players in your team. And for that, you can just practice. You know, they don't have to do team passing all the time. They don't have to do team passing. You can go to the side and do step overs for half an hour. Is it going to really matter? I mean, if you think about it this way, if you do the same tactics you always do, you will always come where you always come. If the coaching is so fucking good, why do the other teams, or the good teams, come top? Obviously they got good players, and then the bottom teams come near the bottom all the time. And that's it. The secret is that the teams that are near the bottom, they don't try to make the players better. And what I mean with that is their front players don't know how to take people on. And I think Herrera Blasters need to, if you were to go forward in the world, is you need to create youngsters that can do people up. Doesn't matter who's in front of them. They can nutmeg them, they can dribble, they can take people on like your Mbappe. Yeah, I'm telling you. Not get the ball to the side and have a foot race with someone and see how fast they can go, and if they can go faster than you, and you know what I'm saying? It's how it is, and you'll be surprised, man. It doesn't take long. Like all these teams, they've got no patience. How are players turning up for 5 years and they don't do any skills? You have players that are right wingers, that if you looked at video of them for 5 years, they're playing in like German league, you'll never see one skill. And it's not about being scared, it's about practicing to do them, and your coaches going, you know what, you can do that. And that's it. You know, a no-look pass is easy. You know how easy it is? Look at this. Pass, pass, pass. You know how easy it is to go to do a skill. You do the Messi skill. You go and then go that way. But if you want to go that way, you go this way first. Look at that. You're like that way. That's easy. That's all you need to do. Every time you get the ball, I want to go that way. That's it. That's it. How hard is it? Is it that fucking hard to do a skill? You have a little bit of pace. I dribble towards you. You're defending me. I want to go this way. So I go this way. So I go this way. Once I see you go this way, I go this way, I go that way. It's not hard. Oh my God. And that's the secret. Like nobody knows it. That's why when I coach youth teams, all my teams win, apart from one who came second. So in my 3 years of coaching, I win a cup, I came second, I win a league, and this team that I have is unbeaten. Because I promote this stuff. Anyway, that was absolutely terrible. You can tell I'm getting used to this. Mumbai have very good players. They have good players. Because some of their players are fucking skillful. Very, very skillful. But the whole point is you need a whole team that is able to do that. You can't do it. You can't have... And if you see like a lot of teams, they have like one team. Like if you saw like Robbie Fowler's team, they had one team, one player, the black guy, he's sick. He was just able to just destroy everybody. But the problem is that it was only one person. No one else was able to do that. You know? And you know what, Hydra, stop making fun of, like, it's good that you have Mumbai City in your league. You shouldn't make fun of them. Why are you making fun of them? They're showing like it's a, you know, you need to be thankful that they're in your league, because it puts your profile up. City was a type of coach. It's good. They're gonna win. Like Mumbai City are able to win the Asian Champions League. They are, I reckon. Like not now, but in like 5 years. And when they win the Asian Champions League, they're gonna everybody in India is gonna be like, do you know what I'm saying? Everyone will be like, whoa, Indian players are sick. And then you'll start to see players play well for your national team, and then you start to see players play in Europe that are not in Croatia. Sorry, but it's the truth. You know, they're gonna, you know, so like, you know, you see that guy playing, that Japanese guy playing for like Celtic now. He's going on beast mode. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like Mumbai being in your league is good, man. And that's all I've got to say. I think that your coach has got it. I don't like to be honest with you, I don't see a coach that would have played worse than what I saw. And I just hope that I don't see any more bad fucking games from Kerala Blasters coming. And I feel very sorry for Adrian Nicholas, Luna, but I think that you can only improve from here. So, the final thing, the final thing that I would suggest to do is you need your players to learn to play very attacking football. In India, listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't care what people have to say about me. I love the hate because I come from nothing, yeah. Everything I've done in my life, I've made almost myself, or I got a bit of help from my girl. So I don't care, right? And I know football is a thinking sport. It's not a read a book sport. It's a thinking. It's a game. It's like chess. And the secret is that lots of other coaches are dumb. That's the truth. Yeah? It's a strategy game. And if you ever play a strategy game, like everyone can play chess. But how many people are good at chess? Football management is like chess. And how good is your manager compared to the other people with, and what can he do with the pawns that he's got, and you know, that's the secret. Yeah? And BVZ is like chess, which means is that when I come up against other coaches, I know they're basic. They've read a book somewhere, they've watched a Guardiola whatever, which is fine. But they're very basic. And what they do is they have, in this world, you have something called like a sheep, like you go with the flow. And I know it. Like I was in this is just high tactical football. We're just going in a deep, meaningful conversation. Like I talk about Kerala and I'll talk about myself a little bit. When talking about Kerala and what I think, football's like chess, but it's like really, really like chess. As in like, if it's like a chess room, everyone plays chess, but there's literally only like 2 people who are really good. And that's the secret. The secret is that if you have an edge in this game, which is like what City do, the City group, they've got an edge. They've got an edge. Man City, fucking Melbourne City, they won. Fucking Mumbai City. You think what they think? You think this is all luck? This is not all luck. They know something. They know something. So when you're making the decision to build a football team, you have to understand that you're playing your City being in your league, yeah. You see what Melbourne City did to Kerala Blasters. You saw that, right? Yeah, you saw that. That's not saying, oh, their players are way better. It's not. What it means, well, they are, but it means that there's something else going on that's very deep. And it's not just the money, it's the mindset. They have a way to play, and the way to play wins. It's a kind of gamble. It's a very effective way to play football. And Karela Blasters need to learn how to play this effective football. Honestly, it's like they don't even spend much more than you guys, but they have all the strategy down. And you know what? You can easily get that strategy if you study like top teams and what top teams do. Like, and I'll go on it. I'll go and show you. And when I play up against other coaches, like they've read books and they're just saying what all the other coaches do. Like, oh yeah, being behind the ball in a low block and press. Let me tell you something between my press and other people's press. When my team presses your team does not get out. And a lot of coaches don't understand that. I had a conversation with another coach. Can't tell you yet. Had another conversation with another coach. And you have to worry about these things because is the other coach like your coach? And if the other coaches are like that I'm talking to are like your coach, then you're in trouble. Because I have an edge in my youth level. You know, I'm new to this. I have an edge. Melbourne, 80 kmb, Mumbai City. They have big edges. An edge means how good they are compared to you, compared to SG, compared to if you're rich enough to join my the group, you'll be able to use the little symbols, and you might know because I might tell you, but if you're not, then you have to wait like 1,000 years. But they have an edge on Blasters, and whenever Blasters make bad decisions, as in get the wrong player or get the wrong manager, yeah, like you fall behind because City Group that they have, they all talk, so they lend. They know trends and they know what works, and they all lend it to each other. Obviously, not everyone can have like all the Man City players, but it still works, right? Their coaching is spot on. They know what the fuck they're doing. And when I'm watching Karela Blasters at halftime, they need to score, and I don't even see a goalkeeper in the goal and 3 people trying to score goals, shoot on halftime, and I see him get the other players and start passing like they're 4-year-olds. Bro, I'm telling you that's not the right thing. That's not the right thing. And a lot of people, they have all these plans and they don't change. And look, I wish you good luck. But I'm telling you how your league is. You have 3 teams that have big edges and always make the right decisions. And you have you that, that hopefully don't make the wrong decision. All right? Robert. My name's Robert. My name is Robert. Why would I be a Robert for? All right, guys. Coach Technique here. See you in the next video, yeah? Take care, boys. Bye. How the fuck do you turn this off?